Hello, my name is Seamus Delaney. I'm from Deakin University, and I'm just taking a brief moment to introduce our interdisciplinary research group, Elements of Sustainable Chemistry, and to talk about the ways in which we support teachers in their classroom to address sustainability challenges related to chemistry. The name itself comes from the periodic table. We're inspired by many of the stories that we've talked about in our classrooms related to the periodic table. But this periodic table is a little different. It's the periodic table of endangered elements. It has all the ones here in yellow, orange, and red are elements that are in scarce supply. Increasingly, they're becoming less available to use in society and industry, and that's going to lead to many challenges that we need to address in the 21st century. Some of our ones here in red are used for electric devices. And it could turn out that in 20 to 30 years, these elements that are so vital to that industry could disappear. And so we have to think about other ways of addressing it. But it's not just in electronic devices, it's construction, it's energy technologies, it's battery technologies. And so many of those stories are attached to what we're calling the material basis of society. We work with other researchers and contemporary science researchers and educators all around the world who are looking at trying to get the classroom to recognise the material basis of society as a core element of sustainability challenges. And so part of that is to educate students and teachers about the molecular basis of sustainability and doing that in a way that utilises systems thinking. Systems thinking acknowledges that many of the 19th and 20th century solutions offered by society, by chemistry, have become our 21st century problems. Chemists need to take a systems thinking perspective to address the global, holistic, complex nature of challenges such as sustainability. And so briefly, we'd like to introduce the ways that we can help in the classroom. We work with teachers. So we're an interdisciplinary group. We work with chemists and chemistry educators and to support teachers. So we've done that so far through professional learning, and we continue to offer professional learning opportunities for teachers. We co-design, we run a professional learning community of chemistry teachers yearly, showing them ways in that they can implement systems thinking in the classroom. We co-design many of those activities. So we work with teachers like yourselves to think about how they need the most support in their classroom, or to say co-design an activity that they could do together. And so some of those have been, for instance, thinking about using systems thinking orientated maps as a way of thinking about chemical processes and elements and attaching it to economic, environmental, ethical considerations for the use in chemistry. Other things that we've been doing is that we've developed a whole heap of activities. So the ones that we've developed so far are up on our website. And so we've been out to schools and we've run these activities with classrooms and schools. And many of these activities are ready for you to run yourself, and they're up on our website. And so really this video is to talk about many of the exciting ways in that we're looking forward to supporting schools in 2021 and on. So we will continue to offer chemistry outreach opportunities. So if you're a school and you'd love to either work with us to either implement an outreach activity in your own school, or it could be a combination of face-to-face or online. And so there's many ways that we can talk about that. We're delighted to announce that we've received, working with other universities across Australia, we're part of a successful grant that's been funded by the Australian government to design a series of activities that are a bit like STEM maker projects. So we're working currently on ones around microalgae, so developing biofuels, a particular type of dye-sensitized solar cells, water filtration, smart gardens. There's many opportunities here that we're in the process of designing, and we would love to work with schools to think about how that might look like. And so speak to us, we will come out to your school, or we will work with you online to be able to implement those activities in your classrooms. We also have other activities that we're designing ourselves. relating to concrete and cement. You would not think that there's any chance of us running out of sand, and yet the sand that they use in cement has become increasingly a scarce resource. In fact, to the point that it's considered a conflict mineral, and that we sell sand to Saudi Arabia here in Australia. So there's many stories that you could talk about. The material science and chemistry related to cement would be fantastic for the classroom. It's not just that, ionic liquids and advanced battery technologies. Many of the ways that chemistry are offering solutions to many of the 21st century sustainability challenges, we can talk about as ongoing problem-based learning activities that could go over a few lessons or a few weeks. And so we'd love to work with schools around some of those activities that we're getting ready for 2021 in your schools, and work with you to implement those. So you will find some of those resources already up on our website, ESChemistry.org. You'll find more ones coming online towards the end of this year and next year. And so, but really, for the time being, reach out to us. My partner in crime here is Madeline Schultz, who's from the School of Life and Environmental Sciences. We put this research group together to do exactly this, to work with secondary and tertiary chemistry educators to implement and sort of assess even systems thinking in their classroom and teaching and learning spaces. So you've got the email addresses of both Mel and myself there on the slide. Reach out to us, speak to us, contact us through the website, and we'd love to talk to you about how you could be addressing sustainability challenges related to chemistry with your students. Thank you.